Welcome to episode 4. As I've been doing these videos, I've been doing a lot of thinking about how we come in contact with our God, the God force, our highest self, Christ consciousness, however you want to call it. And I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've come to the conclusion that our mind, brain slash body, let me put it different. Our mind and our brain, and then the body that houses it and carries us from point A to point B in this material reality. It's all a finely tuned, magnificent instrument capable of experiencing this universe from the microscopic quantum realm of quarks and neutrinos and electrons and atoms, going all the way up to celestial bodies, stars, black holes, and observing the interplay of all of these things. It's an amazing piece of equipment, and many times it's not treated with the respect it deserves. As such, it becomes apparent that, in the words of, I'll borrow a phrase from Terence McKenna here, we are the felt presence of immediate experience. All we can ever truly know for ourselves is that which is experienced by us. Everything else is rumor, hearsay, someone else's opinion for our own personal knowledge and experience. That being said, we have to honor the mind. The mind is in control. In the Gospel of Thomas, Jesus says, and I quote, "The kingdom of God is within you and is without you. If you will know yourselves, then you will be known, and you will know that you are the sons of the living Father. But if you do not know yourselves, then you are in poverty, and you are poverty." And Luke, in the Bible, Luke 17, verse 21, "Neither shall they say, Lo here, lo there, for behold, the kingdom of God is within you." The kingdom of God within. That's a great place to start. Everything comes from within. I've been talking about that the last few videos. Within is where all the answers are. If you saw my video last week, I said your innermost dominant thought becomes your outermost tangible reality. People fear going within. I mean, truly going within. Terence McKenna, I love Terence McKenna, so I like to quote him frequently, but he said in one of his lectures that civilization is a diversion erected to escape the implications of psychedelic nature. We build walls against it. Life becomes a series of narcotic escapes, television, cell phones, drugs, whatever diversions to put off dealing with the internal, with ourselves. And it's no wonder sometimes going within and doing the deep work, finding the answers is difficult. It's terrifying. I talked about before, not being a victim and being accountable for our actions and our consequences is the bravest things we can ever do. By going within, you become a participant in exercising the power, the rights, the gifts and abilities that you've been given as a citizen of the kingdom, in the kingdom of God. The kingdom is within and without, all around you. We manifest what we think about on a daily basis. And the reason I say that looking within is one of the most bravest journeys that we can undertake is because we may not like what we find there. One of the most difficult things in spiritual growth is being honest with yourself. Honesty is the result of internal questioning, and sometimes when we think about past situations and think about past events and meditate on these things and start asking ourselves internal questions, we may not necessarily like the answers that we get. We may not like the people who we've discovered that we've been based on decisions and programming that we've been given throughout our lives. And so in the Gospel of Thomas, Jesus said, "Seek and ye shall find. When you find, you will be troubled. After you have troubled, you will marvel and reign over the all." Well, basically, this means that if you look within, question long enough, you'll start to unravel all of the program you've received since sitting on mom's knee. You'll think of all kinds of negative thoughts about yourself. You'll realize that all of the mistakes you've made based on all the programming you were given, and you'll start to think about all the negative thoughts about yourself that you've been taught, and all kinds of whatever programming and whatever you identify yourself as, and a bad person, a bad father, a bad mother, whatever it is. There's a million examples to come up with this, so you get the point. But however, the good news is that you can rewrite those programs, get rid of the faulty malware or bad code, to use an analogy, and then you marvel at the new person that you become. And when you truly realize that you are a spiritual being, and like the way I look at it is like the voice, my mind talking, that's the spirit that is animating my body and my brain. It's having a physical experience, and it's having this experience by it's being in my body, and my body reacts to the world around me, and then we make all the assumptions and decisions, and that all the learning process that goes along with all of this five senses and all of the information that's been given to it. You begin, when you truly realize that you're a spiritual being, you begin to control what you think about, and honoring your mind, and that the mind is in control. And if your innermost dominant thought truly is your outermost tangible reality, that's a powerful thing. Because what if you align that thought with positive things instead of negativity? The synchronization of the human will with what is, well, that's called inspiration. You synchronize your thought with what is, and they align, and you're inspired, right? If you extract time and space and focus on the image of your pursuit, you're co-creating your reality. And this is why meditation and going within and listening is so important. It's all about getting centered and being present. So, in essence, going inside, you are all you need. The answers are inside of yourself. You just have to be brave enough to find them. I hope that this finds you well. I hope that I sometimes these concepts are so profound to me that I get lost for words. But I really hope that these videos, if anyone is out there watching them, I hope that you take something from it, and I hope that you continue the journey, continue to find the positive, continue to make yourself a better person, and continue to work with the God force to co-create and make a better reality for yourself. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and share, leave a comment, and I will see you next week.